What's going on? We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there and all the subscribers and the listeners and the commenters and all the haters as well. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with that straight drop boxing talk and actually enjoying watching a Netflix original called Rapture, documentary of rappers and following them while they tour and stuff of that nature. It's really good. I'm on episode 5, so if you're looking for something to watch, you're a little bit bored, Netflix original Rapture, try it out. But, video idea came to me yesterday about what if Marcos Maidana was still in the welterweight division? How would he change the landscape of the welterweight division? And where would I see him if he was able to carry those two Floyd Mayweather performances into, the rest of the welterweight division, even if he only fought once or twice a year, and still maintain, his health and his skill level he got with Robert Garcia. Now, Maidana, I think he started off at lightweight. At 140, I remember him vividly well. Victor Ortiz, Amir Khan, fights like that. He was a very, very raw fighter. He had, a lot of power, a lot of physical strength. He had the ability to be a fine boxer. And beating down Matisse a few times in the amateur showed that. Robert Garcia took him, honed him and Mikey. While Mikey was laid off with the top rate thing, they sharpened his skills up. They gave him a jab. They gave him some tricks. He had that little, looping left hook that he used with Broner where it looked like it was a body shot and he turned it upstairs. And they honed a wild animal. They tamed him and then honed his skills. And, he became an incredible fighter, and he gave Floyd all he wanted, just by basically giving him a jab and showing him different variations of punches that he could use. And if he was in the mix today, I think he would give a lot of guys issues. Him and Danny would have been a fun fight today. I think I would have favored Maidana after looking what Danny has done at welterweight. Danny isn't as fantastic at 147 as he is at 140. Maidana and Crawford, that would have been a very, very interesting fight. Crawford is a sweet pea, Mayweather mixed type of fighter. But Maidana, it'd have been interesting to see what language he would have spoke with Maidana. I think he could have did what Mayweather did, but on a more flashier and flamboyant level. He's a little bit more, lively. He ain't as old as Floyd was, but he takes chances. And taking chances with Maidana is not always smart. But Crawford is a different specimen. I think he's one of the most fantastic fighters in this era, easily. So I obviously would favor Maidana. Porter and Maidana would have been a fun fight. I think Porter's physical strength will give him a definite advantage, with pushing Maidana back and being physical with Maidana. His overall physical strength would have gave Maidana a lot of issues, but I think Robert Garcia would have had Maidana together. It would have been a tough fight for both gentlemen, but Porter is just so physically stronger than Maidana. But I still think that Maidana's punching power might have been more of a factor. That's a pick 'em fight, and I know some people will disagree with me. And Keith Thurman, even if you get the best Keith Thurman you can remember, I think Maidana plays into Keith Thurman. Well, Keith Thurman plays into Maidana's hands. If you're talking about the Keith Thurman we seen moving around, bouncing around, they was actually gonna fight. Keith Thurman's first fight with Al Heyman, and being on HBO, they were gonna fight, but Maidana pulled out. He said he didn't have enough time with Robert Garcia yet, and they thought the Keith Thurman fight was too dangerous when they finally turned on the film because he hadn't fought on HBO before. He was a guy that was a local Florida guy doing a lot of lower level fights, and Al Heyman finally got him in there. But that'd be a fun fight, Maidana trying to catch Keith Thurman, and I think Keith was smart enough to keep him on the outside and box him. It'd be a tough fight, but I slightly would favor Maidana. Favor Keith Thurman. And then you got Earl the Truth Spence, man. I think he's physical. I think Maidana could probably hurt Earl. Earl said he hasn't been hurt before, but I think Maidana would have tested Earl. That style would have been probably the fight of the year type of fight, similar to the Sean Porter fight. It would have been, and Danny Garcia. Those have been all fight of the year. But I think Earl Spence and Maidana would have produced an instant classic and probably can save, a whole bunch of, save boxing and get a whole bunch of casual fans, back in boxing. But I think Earl Spence is just too physically strong and too skillfully dominant for Maidana at that point. But I wouldn't be surprised if Maidana got any of these guys. But if you rank them, I probably would rank Maidana as the 4th best welterweight. You know, and that's just my opinion. You know, he probably could end up being the best. You know, he probably could have moved up another weight class. Maidana was gifted, he was strong. He made a statement on Adrian Broner, you know, and I think he beat Broner better than anybody else did. You know what I'm saying? You know, he dominated him. First two dominated him, but I think he'd be right in the thick of things. I think he will definitely spice things up. I think he definitely probably could have been a world champion. He easily could have probably got that Robert Guerrero shot. They easily would have made Maidana a route to being a world champion right now because he sold. You know, his style sold. You know, and you know, I definitely think he probably could have dominated Kell Brook, Jesse Vargas. He would have dominated a lot. The best of the rest. He would have dominated them. He probably could be anybody on any given Saturday night. You know, on this list easily, and that's just how I'm rocking, man. Maidana was a gifted fighter, but some of these guys are just physically younger and physically more gifted than what Floyd Mayweather was, and that'll be the problem. You know, as long as their chins can hold up to some of the power he's taking, you know, I just think, you know, Crawford with those wide eyes, his vision, that's the underrated thing. His vision is so good. You know, it's like you rolling in fast motion, he going in slow motion, and he's just picking his shot. The dude is so tremendous and dynamic and just a world-class all-around boxer, you know, and his defense lacks, you know, but that's what makes him fun. But I'm pretty sure when it's really time to shore it up, he'll shore it up, signed, sealed, and delivered. Danny a good fighter. He got a world-class chin as well. He can beat Maidana, but I probably would favor Maidana at 47. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, Keith Thurman, he moves a lot. He would just try to box and move on Maidana. Maidana will cut the ring down. I think Keith Thurman will just eke out a close decision. Like I said, Sean and Maidana could be a pick'em, but I slightly favor Maidana just due to the style. And Earl, I just think Earl is strong and he's a super Sean Porter with a better IQ and a better skill set. You know, and that's how I'm rocking. But I think Maidana would have been world champion again in this division. You know, if he elected to fight after the Floyd Mayweather thing, and you know, it would have been fun. You know, somebody told me plugging him into this division would have just infused life into this division. I think more guys would be fighting. I think he would have held the world title, and one of these guys would have had to go through him to get that world title. And you know, he had a mentality. Remember watching, you know, younger Maidana. He'd fight anybody. I remember him and Eric Morales went to war. Morales went to war with him with one eye. People forget that before Morales fought Danny, and people were saying Morales' career was revived after that. So, even though Morales came up short, you know, Maidana been down for anything. You know, he's a classic fighter that would have did anything. And I guess when he got his money, you know, all the pain and the suffering he put in the gym, it paid off. You know, and he was done with the sport. And we obviously know he put on a lot of weight, and he probably will never get back to this weight again and get back to this weight class. So hopefully he's joining in retirement, but I definitely think he right in the thick of things. You know, he could have beat anybody on any given Saturday night. But out of this list, you know, I put him right under Keith, Earl, and Terrence. Or, you know, and I think he can beat Sean and Danny and beat the best of the rest. But don't forget, me, the Cali Enigma, Colossal Sports TV, got a joint venture. S1210 College Sports Most Wanted. Talk college football and basketball. The link is in the description. Please subscribe, man, and help, you know, support us over there. If you're not interested, we just need the subscription to help get our videos in rotation. Don't forget the Boxing Clinics on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links in the description as well. And share, and subscribe. And also, thank everybody, and hopefully everybody have a safe 4th of July. And much blessings, and don't drink and drive. Y'all know what it is. We gone.